Wouldn't you like it if you had a car that is just as smart as you? A car that can do this. A car that can do this. A car that lets you do this. A car so smart that it also gets self-sealing tires in the case of a puncture. A car so smart it gives you steering recommendations when it senses you lose stability control. A car so smart it gets active pedestrian protection in the case of a frontal impact with a pedestrian. The hood is raised by about 3 inches when the vehicle senses an impact from the front, and it acts as a buffer cushioning for the pedestrian. A car that is extremely convenient to own, and with a simple push of one button, you get into your preferred driving position. With one push of a button, you can start off, get into the most comfortable driving position that you want, and if the climate is not according to what you really desire it to be, one push of a button and you have an air conditioning which makes the whole earth look beautiful, which makes bad traffic look beautiful. You can choose to see the blue sky up above or cover it up if you don't really want to. A car that lets you choose different driving modes just by the simple swivel of a toggle. An automatic, a DSG automatic. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the new Volkswagen Tiguan. The Tiguan is elegant in its proportions and is the flagship model for Volkswagen in India, and I'm going to be telling you everything there is to know about it. The design of the new Tiguan oozes sophistication and perfection. The SUV is adorned with crisp and neat lines, making it look sculpted and chiseled. The facade gets a bold and butch look with a boxy design for the LED headlamps and DRLs. The chrome finished grille integrates well with the headlamps design to finish off a suave look in the front. VW has made the front even more bold with a broad bumper which adds class to the Tiguan. It gets honeycombed air ducts as well as crafty fog lamps and cornering lights. The Tiguan, like all other Volkswagens, has been built with 100% galvanized steel and has been shaped tastefully. The sides are adorned with prominent wheel arches, a pronounced shoulder line, and a gently sloping roof line. The rear looks classy with LED tail lamps and a high-mounted LED stop lamp. You have on offer roof rails, ORVM with turn indicators, 18-inch alloy wheels, matte chrome finish on the mirror adjusters, power window switches, illuminated front scuff plates, body-colored bumpers, chrome and granite grey inserts on the bumpers, chrome molding on the side windows. The overall look of the new Tiguan is contemporary and elite. It has a great on-road presence and fares up well when compared to its competitors. So the Tiguan offers a very contemporary looking cabin. You have exquisite materials which adorn this cabin, and the build quality is quite good. The fit and finish is of a global standard. On offer is a multifunction leather wrapped steering wheel. You have automatic headlamps, you have power adjustable and power retractable ORVMs. You have a power adjusted driver seat with a memory function for 3 different drivers, which also adjusts the level of the ORVMs. You get an auto dimming IRVM, vanity mirrors for the driver as well as the co-driver. You have an automatic climate control setup, push button start stop and keyless entry. You also have an automatic transmission. Now this is a DSG transmission, which I will tell you a little more about. you have different driving modes and you can change them simply by swiveling this dial right here. Turn off or on traction control. You also get an auto hold function right here, so in case you're going up an incline, it's quite convenient. You also have park assist with, of course, a rear parking camera display right here in this screen. Now this touchscreen infotainment setup is quite good, and the touch interface as well is very smooth, and you can view multiple options right here like vehicle statistics, tire pressure. You can scroll through your apps. It comes with Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, and multiple connectivity options for your mobile phones. You also get USB input, aux input, and Bluetooth input. The front seats are also heated, and you can adjust the level of heat on the front seats via these buttons over here. You also have a 3-zone climate control setup in this vehicle, so the person in the driver's seat, the co-driver seat, and the people in the second row can all choose different climate settings. The steering as well is adjustable for rake and for reach, which is definitely handy to have. You also have rain sensing wipers. You have a panoramic sunroof with electrically operated blinds. So Volkswagen has really thought this cabin out well, and you have a lot of storage spaces and cubby holes in this cabin. You have bottle holders with map pockets right here. You have a storage space right here. You get an ashtray, otherwise you can hold bottles in these slots right here or close this up. You have a space up front for holding your mobile phone as well. You also get storage space right here where you can maybe store some knickknacks. No, I didn't eat all of this by myself. Okay, yes I did. You also have a cool glove box which is decently spaced. It could have been slightly bigger, but you can definitely store some Coke or water or beer if you prefer. The infotainment system also gets a mobile phone based navigation system which is only available with Android mobile phones, unfortunately not available with Apple mobile phones. Now I'm getting a lot of comfort sitting in these seats. There is more than adequate bolstering on the sides right here and right here. I can also adjust the lumbar support for the driver's seat, which is definitely a convenient function to have. I have ample of back support, ample of shoulder support. There is a decent amount of headroom. Could have been a little more, but it's more than adequate. For reference, my height is 5'7", and I am quite comfortable in this front seat. Let's go and check out what's on offer in the second row as well. Now I'm really loving this second row. I mean, the panoramic sunroof makes a hell of a lot of sense. I have a great view of the sky, and I have a beautiful sky above me right now, and it's made the cabin a lot more airy, a lot more roomy, and it's just a very pleasant feeling sitting in this second row. The cake is back, and with it you have a tray holder. Now, I'm not going to eat this, I'm on a diet. You have power windows, of course, for the second row as well. You have air conditioning vents, so there are split air conditioning vents for 2 occupants in the second row. You can also adjust the climate control via the buttons over here. You have a 12-volt power socket over here as well as up front. You also get a coat hanger for the second row. You have lighting as well for the second row. So you also get a center armrest with bottle holders, and it's quite comfortable. The seating as well is pretty comfortable. I have ample of under thigh support, a good amount of back support, good amount of shoulder support, plenty of knee room, plenty of leg room to stretch out. I haven't adjusted this seat. It's been adjusted for my height, which is 5'7", and I'm quite comfortable in this cabin. I'm quite comfortable in the second row as well. It's plush. This leather finish as well adds a touch of elegance and a touch of luxury, gives this vehicle a very exquisite feel. So if you have the key fob in your pocket, all you need to do is push this button and it will release the tailgate. It opens up to about 615 liters of boot space. If you drop down the second row as well, you get about 1655 liters of boot space, and that is more than enough if you're on a long getaway. For weekend getaways, the boot space of 615 liters is more than adequate. Now the loading lip is slightly high, but you can simply slide your luggage in because it's quite flat. Push this button
and the tailgate closes up.
So I'm driving the new Volkswagen Tiguan. It's definitely a delight to drive. The SUV is powered by a 2-litre 4-cylinder TDI diesel engine. This diesel engine puts out approximately 140 HP at 4000 RPM, and it puts out 340 Newton meters of torque, which ranges from 1750 RPM to 2700 RPM. Now this engine has been mated to a 7-speed DSG gearbox. If you're not familiar with the DSG gearbox, let me tell you, it's one of the smoothest cats in town. I mean, this transmission is really smooth as a baby's bottom sliding over butter. You really don't feel the gear shifts, whether you're in city traffic or you're just ambling around town. Even if you're on the highways, the gear shifts are crisp, accurate, precise, and it's quite a pleasure to drive this new Tiguan. You also get the option of shifting manually, so you can swipe this lever to the left and shift manually on this vehicle, and you also have the addition of paddle shifters. So I'm just going to give you a little demo. Even while you're using paddle shifters, the vehicle will let you redline all the way up to 5000 RPM, but upshift on its own in case you do not upshift. So that can be a disadvantage for some, but there is definitely a change in the response of the vehicle, the way it picks up, the way it accelerates. The steering has been weighted really well, however it is a little wooden. That being said, the Tiguan definitely does drive and handle really well. The steering inspires a lot of confidence. Even at higher speeds in excess of 100 kmph, you will definitely get a lot of confidence from this steering wheel. So the suspension has been tuned slightly to the stiffer side and it rides quite comfortably. It can gobble up most undulations and bumps pretty easily, as you just saw. The ground clearance of this vehicle is 149 mm. It crosses most hurdles pretty easily and most speed breakers. Braking on the Tiguan is facilitated by discs on all 4 wheels. The braking is quite progressive and inspires a lot of confidence. In terms of steering and handling as well, the new Volkswagen Tiguan is quite stable at high speeds. The vehicle is planted to the road. It gives you a lot of confidence to drive faster. The turning radius also measures up quite decently, and maneuvering this around town is very comfortable. You have a good commanding position of the road and a clear line of sight, so the driver gets good visibility on all 4 corners of this vehicle, and maneuvering this around the city or into parking spaces as well is quite easy. It's not really a tedious job. In terms of safety, Volkswagen has added driver and passenger airbags, curtain airbags, front side airbags, hill descent control, driver alert system, reverse parking camera, ABS, ASR, EDL, EDTC, underbody stone protection, ISOFIX, child seat mounting points on the rear seats, 3-point seat belts for all seats, height adjustable front seat belts with pre-tensioners, 3 head restraints at the rear, safety optimized front head restraints with height and longitudinal adjustment, park distance control for the front and the rear, automatic headlamp leveler, rear fog lamps, front fog lamps with cornering lights, windshield washer level warning, and a seat belt reminder. The new Volkswagen goes up against the likes of the new BMW X1, Mercedes GLA, and the Audi Q3. These big 3 brands boast of luxury, class, quality, and finesse. They have a commanding on-road presence and definitely a lot of aspirational value attached to them. Volkswagen is offering the new Tiguan in the same segment as these vehicles, with rivaling build quality, better features, and a more value for money package. All in all, Volkswagen is offering a great deal with the Tiguan. It comes in at a price point of 31,38,000 ex-showroom Delhi. Volkswagen is offering a lot of creature comforts, it's offering a lot of features, a lot of tech at the same time. It has a really good design and it definitely has good road presence as well. If you are in the market for a premium SUV, definitely go and check out the new Volkswagen Tiguan today. It's their flagship model. It's got exceptional safety features and exceptional build quality as well.
Well, that's it from our side. We hope you enjoyed the review of the new Volkswagen Tiguan. If you did, please remember to like, share and subscribe to the Motown India channel for more. Thanks for watching.